Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabaraka Thumb. Yahweh Shem. It's like Yahweh Shema Thought Shem Yahshah to the sisters, Yahweh Shem Yahshabaraka Thumb to the brothers. Um, this is the ISUPK Southern Illinois Brotherhood class that we teach every Tuesday. It's a zone out of Chicago or out of Illinois that we teach Brotherhood. Also, a biblical law class that we teach on Mondays. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And in the school, we teach brothers and sisters, of course, how to come back to their culture, how to bring their culture back to them, and also how to do it according to the Bible. So today we're gonna go over our brotherhood class. I got a few things we're gonna go over today. Um, so the whole purpose of this class for tonight for brothers and sisters, just to get the foundation of the truth that explains why Blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Indian people suffer as much as we do. Of course, we suffer at an all-time rate when it comes to people in general, Blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Indians. Um, so uh, we teach each other how to love each other through brotherhood, through sisterhood. That's what we're gonna learn tonight. Uh, our communities is, of course, filled with the most violence. We have the most drugs. Um, we put in the worst positions that you could possibly be put in because we haven't followed the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord has given us and that the Lord has told us to follow. We in the book of Deuteronomy, and it's like it, book of Deuteronomy in chapter 28. Um, we have law. We have direction on what happens if we follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord give us. We also have the direction of what's going to happen if we don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, which we are in today. That's why you see our cities are in the worst conditions when it comes to where we live at in the ghettos, the barrios, especially the reservations. If you even know where they are, we do in the ISBK. They some of the horrible, worst looking places that you can go on because of the fact that they they're forgotten about on those reservations. So it's just not only blacks and Hispanics; it's also our Native American Indian brothers who's also been going through the same turmoil that we have, um, and we don't see value in our lives. Out, when I'm saying us, I'm saying us as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in the ISUPK, we do see the value in our lives. But outside of the ISUPK, a lot of brothers and sisters don't see the value they have. And you do have value. The value that you do have is to save your nation and to bring your nation back to prominence. At one point in time, we were kings. We had kings. We had a kingdom, and things of that nature. Um, and since we didn't obey God's laws and obey God's statutes and commandments, we found ourselves not having those anymore. Now the kingdom is ruled by um, a wicked man, and that's the of course the white man, who's the devil the Bible speaks of, the biggest deceiver on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And us as people, we look to them for everything, um, food, clothing, everything in life. Us as Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we look to the white man for it. So um, we let me get to this. I got to go out of this one, go on this one. Our first verse I'm gonna bring to you as we talking about the white man and how we've totally lost our identity. Anyway, let's go into the beginning of it. Of let's go to Lamentations 4:17. Give y'all a second to get there. I get that as well. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. And this is Slovakia. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. This is definitely talking about us looking for help from the white man and from the white man's biggest helper, which is the Christian pastor. The Christian pastor um, has been a mediator in between our oppression. You know what I'm saying? The Christian pastor has been that mediator in between our struggle and while we still in total utter like total turmoil right now. Your pastor told you that by you don't have to follow these laws and statutes anymore. And by you not following those laws and statutes, guess what? You continue to be in a destroyed place and in a destroyed mentality because your pastor told you that. And I don't care if it's black or white, but whoever it is, that's your pastor. He's telling you lies. And we look into those not only to the oppressor, but also to your pastor for this vain help that we feel like we gonna get from them when truthfully the motive behind the white man is always going to be to deceive you. It's always going to be um, to make sure that you always need them, and you always to them you're their pet. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we continue to think that we can be equal with them, or as long as we continue to think that we can hold hands with them, or live in the neighborhoods and say hi to Charlie every morning, and you think that he really cares about you, as long as you keep thinking that way, you'll continue to be destroyed, because that's his gift. His gift is to deceive you. You understand? And I'm gonna read that again. It said, "Our like as for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our wanting, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. We watched for this nation that would never be able to save us, because that nation's um, um, priority is never been to save you. It's always been to keep you oppressed and keep you in bondage. That's why it's called the human race. The human race is being called for a reason, because every race wants to be on top. You know what I'm saying? Except for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we want to be integrated into everybody else's race or into everybody else's nation. But truthfully, you should want your own race to be on top. You can call it what you want to, call it racist. You can call it whatever you want. But the fact and the truth about it all is that every nation wants to be on top. The white nation wants to be on top. That's why it goes and bombs and destroys every goddamn thing possible, because it wants to have power. It wants to have the utmost power. And to be honest with you, the white man wants to be more powerful than the Most High. And that's why he's going to fall in a terrible way. You understand? So we our eyes our eyes are has failed for our vain help, and our people, they'll never help us. I'm gonna go to 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. We already know that the white man, who's the devil the Bible speaks of, hunt us down on a daily basis. They hunt us down on our streets. They not only shoot us down and kill us and do all these things, but they also lock us up every single day for unwarranted things, because you won't show them your ID, because you know you feel like you didn't commit a crime. Well, let's lock them up. Like, they go out. They go out to hunt us, just like they go and hunt buffalo, just like they go out and hunt lion and deer and every goddamn thing. The polar bears. The white man is also the Bible calls him a hunting hunter. So not only is he out to go hunt lions and tigers and bears, but black man, Hispanic man, he's also out to hunt you. That's why you're the one getting shot down in the streets by him. That's why you are the ones that's 80%, 90% of the prison population. It's because he's hunting you down. You are the prey, and they are the predators in this society and in this land. And that's why the Lord is going to utterly destroy them. Um, and it says that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. So when you seeing these things, it's time for us to come together as a people, to unite as a people, as Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Because if we do that, we don't have to worry about, first and foremost, the Lamentations, where it said it's 17. We don't have to worry about looking for vain help. We don't have in the ISUPK under Commander Junior Yohana, you have help, and it's not vain. This is a help that's unlike no other help. It's going to get you not only out of any situation that you can possibly be in, it's also going to show you the utmost brotherhood and sisterhood, because you'll always have somebody there to help you, and doing it in a righteous way, not doing it just because it benefits you or it benefits them, benefits us. You know what I'm saying? So you can get away from that vain help, and you can start, if you Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, start calling into your local ISUPKs, get some of the brotherhood that we offer. And we don't charge nobody. Like, we ain't the Christian church. We're not charging brothers and sisters to do this and do that. We ain't asked you to put money in the collection plate, none of those things. We're here for true brotherhood and true sisterhood. And we want to show you that there is an opportunity, or there is a difference. I know you tried every single thing else, you know what I'm saying, that this society had to offer you. You didn't try the Christian church and the Muslim mosque. You didn't try everything possible to gain this brotherhood and sisterhood, or just to gain what you thought could help you be better in life, and it's never worked. So you might as well give the ISUPK and the Commander Junior Yohana, that you might as well give. I mean, we the last chance, but we the only problem is we gonna be the chance that you don't have to say next time they failed me. You don't have to say that the ISUPK gonna fail you, because we gonna give you that ultimate brotherhood, and we gonna give you what you need. So, of course, by us being scattered amongst the nations, this was the Lord placed the white man and some of the other nations as our whipping stick. They basically is our punishment. But the reason the Lord is going to destroy the white man is because the white man has went far above his wickedness. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't just, have the Lord's people in bondage. He had to hang them for trees. He had to, rape their women and do buck breaking and doing all these abominable sick dogs on her. Like, that is a wicked thing for the white man to do. That's why it's so important for us to follow Zephaniah 2:1, for us to gather ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't, what's going to happen is we're going to continue getting these punishments, because the Lord said he's not going to come back until we come together. Until we come together, we're going to continue getting the same thing. You wonder why we're still getting lynched in 2025? It's because we are still under this punishment, because we can't follow the damn law, statutes, and commandments. We can't stop eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, or we can't stop, worshiping idol gods, or worshiping these idol pagan holidays. Like, we just celebrated Christmas. I'm gonna actually, let me go to this picture. We just celebrated Christmas just a couple days ago. Our people. When I say us, I'm not saying the ISUPK, because we don't celebrate Christmas. I'm saying our people in general. And it was a horrible thing to see. I'm gonna show you. I want to show you one brother. One brother who. Let me see. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna show you this brother. This brother, he was in full form, to celebrate the Christmas spirit. This brother right here. It's a lot here. The brother Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg always been a sellout to me. Back in the days, he was he's all right as a rapper and all that, but he's always been a big sellout to me, especially as he got older. The more you smoke marijuana and the more you smoke weed, the more delusional you get. You look at this picture, and it just shows you how the white man knows how to deceive. Because it looked like, if I'm looking at this picture, it looked like everybody up there in white supposed to be all nice and pure, but this brother over here, he in a red trench coat, looking like, what the world call, like he the devil dressed in Prada type shit, type thing. But this picture is so diabolical because this is the Christmas spirit they want you to have. They want you to, this is jingle bells. All he needs is the jingle bells around his neck. But this brother right here is the coon in the middle. You understand? And not only is he the coon in the middle, he got other races. They got a Chinese lady right there, a couple devils right there. And he just looked like the little drummer boy who watching his daddy sing a song. Snoop Dogg, he already, I didn't see him. I didn't really, care much for him in the first place. But this right here, it made it even more diabolical. It made it even worse because now I understand. Just like he said at one point in time, if you vote for Trump, you're a sucker. But when it was on this campaign trail, like, this is Sambo. This is the jigaboo right here. This is I don't want to say Uncle Tom, but this is what the Hopping Bob. You ever seen Life? This is Hopping Bob off Life. He will kill a nigga if he had to for the white man, because of the fact that he loves the white man more than he loves his own people. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here is all because of I'm telling you, if the brother wasn't smoking so much weed, he wouldn't be so delusional and even thinking the way he thinking. He cares about money. Like, he would destroy his own, or destroy the perception of his own people, might I say, just for money. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you look at something like, let me get off this picture because I can't see it too much longer. When you look at stuff like that, it's many Nicki Minaj doing it right now too. She on the camp, like the people, our people, really have been deceived by the white man to care more about money than they do about their own self or they own people in general. And that's why we continue to be destroyed. The Bible says, Ecclesiastes 7:7, might as well go there. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Oppression destroys the sanity of a man. And it don't allow you to unite. It don't allow you to unite with your people, because oppression is going to make it. Even if at one point in time Snoop was a wise man, the oppression that he in, because he feel like money is his God now, it totally destroyed his mind. And a gift destroyed the heart, which we know what that gift is. That gift is that money that he getting. That gift is that the cars that he probably got, or anything, that the white man has used to lure him in that circle. That's what's destroying his heart right now. He's being destroyed because he cares more, once again, about money than he actually cares about his own people. One thing about that I always say I love about Commander Junior Hunter is Commander Junior Hunter can kill. I mean, of course, money. The Bible says money is a defense, and you always want to have money so you can be able to defend your nation and build your nation. But it's not a God to no one in this ISUPK. It's not a God to Commander Junior Hunter. Commander Junior Hunter probably give out more than he ever see, because he's always giving out food, always giving out clothing, always giving just whatever he could to support and help Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Like, that's a true leader. That's somebody you want to look up to. Not no damn Snoop Dogg, not no damn 50 Cent, not no damn Jay-Z, none of those so-called wannabe leaders just because they got cash. You know what I'm saying? Cash, that money don't make you a leader. If it did, if it really made you, if you really cared about your people like that, you know what I'm saying? They take all that money you get and just pour it all into your people. Just pour it all into them. You got 2 mansions now. It ain't enough. You got 2 cars, five Bentleys. Yeah, that ain't enough. You got 10 Rolexes. That still ain't enough, huh? But what is enough is it's okay for you to have your money and to watch other destroyed Black and Hispanic men and women that has nothing. To have children that still don't have shoes, that still don't have clothing. You understand? So next scripture we're gonna go to Slagia. And then I'm gonna actually let me go to this next. I want to show you. I'm gonna show you how horrible the white man is, and the things that he's done to our nations, and the things that he's done in general. Like you could say all of this stuff this was in the 60s and 70s, and you got to remember something. Even if it was in the 70s and 80s, people who had to go through those things is still alive. Like the 70s wasn't that far back. It wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? You understand? 50, 60-year-olds right now. 70s, what's that? 80, 90, 2000, 2010. That's about 50 years old, 60, close to 50. You know what I'm saying? So these people are still going through these things. That they still have an effect from these things that's been going on. I'm gonna show you a video real quick that I went past earlier, and I thought it was one of the most. I think one of the brothers, he sat in and watched that. You'll see it how the brother did it, but it's one of the most diabolical videos. Like it, and let me go here. Check it out. Share screen, and let's go to it. This one right here. Make sure we got some sound.
This cocaine that you buy in the street, it will take 1 to 3 minutes for you to get a high. If you smoke the crack that's in here, you will get your high in 4 seconds. The major differences between the two, and remember that this comes from this. When you buy this in the street, it is normally between 15 to 25% pure. After you have processed it into this form, you now have cocaine that is between 90 and 100% pure. That's the major difference between the two. The difference is that the high that you're going to get from this is going to last you approximately half an hour. The high that you're going to get from this is only going to last you 7, maybe 8 minutes at the top. But the reason this is so popular is because, as the addicts put it, this is that ultimate high that they have always been seeking.
As crack, it's dangerous, it's deadly, it will kill you.
It is a message that is finally starting to hit home. Many homes, in fact. Cocaine-related deaths have increased dramatically in the past year, along with dramatic increases in violence and crime, all attributed to crack.
All I just talked about this. All it was all contributed to crack. Now it just tells you how many mothers and brothers and fathers and even kids who passed away from those things back in those days. But it's still a long, that spirit still carries on to some of to the fatherless, to the motherless, to the ones who can't have children. Their children maybe found some on the ground. Like, our people were destroyed by the white man. And here's the diabolical thing. You think the black man sat and Officer Kazak Ahmad talked about this the other day on that, and he said something that was real heavy. He said, you think it was a black man sitting in his kitchen whipping up, trying to figure out how to make an expensive drug like cocaine into at least a less expensive drug to destroy his people? You know that didn't happen. The white man strategically, placed this drug into our neighborhoods. You understand? To destroy our people. The white man knew what crack cocaine or crack would do to our people. it would like render us not able to fend for ourselves, and it came with a high that you were vulnerable to. You always had to have it. You were addicted to in a very bad way. So, like when yeah, got it. So when they put those drugs into our neighborhood, it totally destroyed our neighborhoods because now you had brothers searching for the next high, so they didn't care about robbing their brothers, robbing their mothers. You know what I'm saying? Robbing. I remember growing up when sons would be robbing their parents, taking the microwaves, taking the TVs, taking whatever you can possibly that ain't nailed to the wall. They would be taking it just to go get a bag of crack in those days. And it was a horrible thing because a lot of relationships were lost because of it. A lot of relationships because of the prison system. Once you got locked up, I think you was doing more time for crack than you was for cocaine. And cocaine was the stronger drug. So you know how many black men and women were locked up because of crack. You understand? Like our president is a filthy dog and a disgusting just human being. Like he's truthfully who we say he is, the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? Like we really think we the ones out here destroying one another because we just hate each other when really the whole plan is for you to hate your brother. The whole plan is for you to hate your sister. That's why you see half naked women on TV all day. So this one woman can be a certain way and hate against another woman. That's why you see Cardi and Nicki beefing with each other. Like the white man strategically does every single thing that he does for a reason. It's to keep you hating each other. You understand? The reason you see another man on a rap video, he got diamonds all on his neck, 10-finger rings on, watches, all kind of things. And so you can hate the next man and say, man, why he get all that from selling drugs and I work a job every single day. You understand? The white man does this on like he don't show you the Ivy Tech black man who graduated top of his class and now he's the head of a Fortune 500 company. They don't want you to see that because if you see that, then now you could possibly be that as well. So everything that they do is strategic. You know what I'm saying? Our oppression has shaped our psychological condition to really believe that the more money we have, the more money we have, the more we belong in this society, or the more we can adapt to the society. Might I say? I want to use that the right way. The more we can adapt it to the society. I got money. That's how I can adapt to the white. The white man won't look at me a certain way if I got money, or the white man won't look at me. And even our sisters, the sisters are OnlyFans. They millionaires on OnlyFans. And guess what? You being a millionaire on OnlyFans keep you from having a man that can help you build a family. You know what I'm saying? And even if you did get one, the white man found a diabolical way to keep that household destroyed. You understand? So just understand, anytime you going against your brother or your sister in this society, it has everything to do with the white man. Why? And I don't care what you say. You could say we blame it on you always say the white man did this, the white man did that. Of course I'm gonna say the white man did this and the white man did that because it's true. And it's so much history and so much evidence on their crimes that they committed to our people. Like we barely even get to the Native American Indians, who the only thing you think they ever did was drove them in the Trail of Tears. You don't even understand the psychological, just the psychological war they got on the Native Americans right now to this day, still today. But you would never know. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that this oppression has shaped our psychological condition. Like we really feel like long as we in the same circle as the white man, or that we okay, when really the real way that you can actually be great as a and get your culture back is through brotherhood and coming back to your people, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. And of course, I'm always say coming to the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. You understand? So while we mistreat each other, the Bible say we supposed to be restoring our brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be coming back together. It's the whole point of Christ came to show you that I can follow these laws and I could be an ultimate brother. You understand? So if you want to follow, if you say you're a Christian, if you can say you're a Christian, then you got to prove it. And Christians have not proven anything outside of how much money they can make by being just as devious as the white man. You understand? So let me go here. So of course we know we lost our identity. Bible say in Deuteronomy 28:48 that therefore we shall serve our thine enemies in hunger and in thirst. I talked about this earlier, and in nakedness, and in want for all things. We have to go to our oppressor for every single thing we want. You understand? You think you still think that you ain't in slavery, but ask Jay-Z when he tried to fly a plane over to Cuba, what they tell him. You understand? He ain't you a billionaire, but you can't move how you want to move. You still a slave here. You still a nigga. He the one said it. It's the truth. If the brother, you know what I'm saying, understood that the only way he can ever have true freedom, he think financially, and I just talked about this. He think finances is how you get freedom. That's why he talk about so much about financial freedom. But truthfully, that has nothing to do with what your freedom is. That finances is you can not have finances. In the Bible, they had the cattle, they had all kind of things, food, crops, they clothing, all kind of things. So it's just because you got a little bit of money, that don't mean nothing. Especially if you don't, if it's only for you to seek your own glory and your own vainglory at that. You understand? If you ain't got money just to say, look, I'm going to help build my nation, not help build myself. You know what I'm saying? Then I could say, okay, all right, Jay, okay, you making money and you helping your people for real. Not like I gave out turkeys in the Marcy projects. No, I'm talking about really, really building your nation. You see Commander General Yohana doing the work he's doing. Say, hey, Commander General, hey, look, I see what you're doing. Hey, he go 100 million. Go ahead, build the nation. That'll show some real. That'll show me that Jay-Z really care about his people, right there. And it also be a brotherly thing to do. You understand? So they definitely, with that video I just showed you, they broke it. They basically took our communities and broken them to the point where they can't be restored. You look at all the projects back in the days; those projects were a way for them to maintain us, but also keep us destroyed. You look at the barrios and, of course, the Native Indian reservations. It's the way to keep black on black crime, keep Hispanic on black crime, keep Hispanic gang wars. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Keep colorism, keep jealousy, keep the competition for a black man to want to be against another black man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a crab in the bucket mentality to have. Let's put all these poor people in one place and see which one or watch them try to climb to the top, knowing that they'll never get to the top because it wasn't built for you to come to get to the top. This society wasn't built for you, Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian man, to climb to the top. You are so-called, and for lack of better words, crabs in the bucket. And that's only if you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, and that's if you don't have no kind of brotherhood. If you don't have brotherhood, you brotherhood will teach you how to get out that bucket. You understand? Not try to step over the next man. You know what I'm saying? It'll teach you not to have to try to colorize this brother because he a Hispanic and he light skinned and you dark skinned. And now because he light skinned and I'm dark skinned, I'm a ride with my. No, he your people too. You understand? He your people. He went through the same slavery, the same You know what I'm saying? Tactics of America when it come to raping and pillaging and stealing. They went through all. Even the Native American Indians. We all went through the same exact thing. You understand? That like colonization by the white man has taught us how to abandon our culture. All three, like the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, taught us how to divide ourselves between each other and try. Now we in a divide and conquer state where we want to divide ourselves up into blacks, brown people, and then now we want to have our own. So now it's Hispanics or Mexican or nothing, Puerto Rican or nothing, black or nothing, Haitian or nothing. You understand? Well, that's not the way the Lord. We don't have that spirit. That's the white man's spirit. The white man's spirit is to divide and conquer. That's his spirit. But he also, you got to remember, when he become your daddy on this in this society, you start doing the same things that he does. Now you want to divide and conquer your own people. You want to divide and conquer you got some Sambo niggas out here right now that he had never stepped foot in a black neighborhood, as if he never came from there, or if he don't have family that came from there at one point in time. I like it. So I'm gonna read this last verse. I look like I'm getting some technical difficulties with my battery. I'm gonna read this last verse real quick. This Psalms 83:3. They say they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." I want you to understand that the white man has taken a crafty counsel against all the blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. And the reason our brotherhood is horrible right now, our sisterhood is horrible, and I'm talking about as a nation, not as the Isupk, but as a nation, is because the counsels that they've taken against us was to put drugs in our neighborhoods, was to drop crates